Hello, my lovely luminaries. Thank you so much for popping in. So sorry it's been a minute since I've posted, but life does have a way of kind of demanding your attention sometimes. And more specifically, that full moon in Gemini was fairly intense, and it has a lot to do with what the reading's going to be today. Because for the last week or so, it has been thick with energy. I'm not really sure why it's been so heavy. And this would be I would be speaking to a collective that has also been feeling that there was some sort of like energetic or emotional shift during that full moon and today the 1212 portal. And I feel like it has a lot to do with unearthing. Okay? So like something coming to a realization or having the aha moment, right? And with the 1212 portal, we've got 12 zodiac signs. There are 12 months in a year. I'm doing the reading on 1212. So 1212, the spiritual number or the angel number, may have a particular resonance with you. So if that sounds like it might mean something to you, I would go ahead and take a peek, look it up. Also, because I said unearthing, I'm hearing earth signs. So if you are a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, this may have special meaning to you. Your sun, moon, rising, or stellium, or maybe you're dealing with someone who's an earth sign. But let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to have too much extra fluff, and I kind of just want to get into the reading. So I'll go ahead and pull one from the bottom and then two from the top, and we'll see what the energy is. Also, apologies if my camera is doing the slow-mo thing. Not sure why it's doing that, but we'll figure that out later. That's future angels' problem. Right now, we're just going to do the reading. Okay, so I'll do one more shuffle. One more shuffle. Okay, so from the bottom of the deck, we have commitment. Things are getting serious. Earth signs. Earth signs, you are, in my estimation, you are the sign of commitment. You're steady. You're consistent. You're dependable. Looking for the long haul, looking to build a legacy, a life, a love, a home. So if you're not already in a relationship, and there's a part of me that really feels like this has to do with folks that are not in an established relationship. I won't know for sure and until I keep going, but it feels like these are for my singles in the earth sign community. So maybe you have met somebody recently that is either an earth sign or has been showing interest in you. And I just heard there's a pizzazz, or I heard just now, you'll be coming into the energy of someone soon that will catch your attention. Hold on. Something about they're going to catch your attention because their level of commitment to something that they do. Let it be, they're a hard worker at their job, or maybe they have a particular passion for, I don't know, fitness or art or something baking. Like there's a commitment, there's a passion to something, and as an earth sign, that would catch your eye. So okay, let's see what we have. Two from the top. Oh, we have a volunteer. Okay, so then we have move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. What? Oh. Okay, all right. Wow, this feels kind of intense. Okay, so I'm speaking directly to earth signs because that's what I'm feeling right now. You either have met somebody and there is like a chemistry or a pizzazz, as I heard, or you'll be coming into the energy of someone that has a lot of passion or commitment to something in their life. That person or you also may be just moving on from a previous connection. Earth signs, I'm sorry, but because you guys are so steady and so reliable, it may be really hard for you all to kind of unentwine yourself from a past connection in order to move towards a new one. And well, the card is at least how I think it's it's unnecessarily harsh, where it says a waste of your time, it's over. I feel like more it's just that earth signs specifically are at the precipice of being ready for something new. You have someone in your life that you're getting to know. You feel ready to meet someone new, or you're at the moment in which you will meet someone whose energy kind of enchants you because they have commitment and passion to something, and you or them, or maybe both of you, are kind of in a situation where you're unentangling or unentwining yourself from a previous connection. That it's a previous connection where you don't necessarily want to keep putting energy into, you don't want to have any emotional ties to, because that chapter is closed. And again, we had the new moon, pardon me. Well, I did say new moon, so I'm going to go back that far. There was a new moon in Scorpio in November. And new moon in Scorpio, to me, and I'm not an astrologer, this is just how I feel intuitively, it made me feel that Scorpio new moon was kind of like helping needle out or kind of private investigate your own truth to figure out, like, okay, what is it that I want? Why am I acting this way? What is it that I need? And what do I want to move towards? Like asking yourself the right questions so that when full moon in Gemini came around, you were able to communicate exactly what it is you needed. Closing a chapter, a culmination, a natural ending of an era even. And now that we're at the 12/12 portal, pardon me, just before the new moon in Sagittarius, which is the truth seeker, wanting to take what you learned during Scorpio new moon, the culmination of the Gemini full moon, and now that you're at Sagittarius new moon, you're really ready to take all the information, put it together and have like a plan, an endeavor and a sense of adventure moving forward as we move into the new year. And so a lot of that feels like kind of the unentwining yourself from something you used to be connected to. Again, the card I feel is a little unnecessarily harsh, but that's just my take, Not everyone's going to feel that way. But I do feel like it has to do with unentwining. Finding new connections, being open to new connections or a future connection on the horizon, and neither you or them or both have kind of come off, a long-term relationship. Okay, so what else? Oh, well, didn't want to come out, so we'll just take this top card now. Pets, getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Now, okay, I know this card says getting a new pet or giving your current pet more love. That is not what I'm getting. I'm feeling that there's something about animals that is going to be connected to your new partner. This person either has a similar love for animals, maybe they are a veterinarian or a veterinary technician or veterinary nurse. Maybe they work with rescues. Maybe they work on a ranch. Maybe they're a farmhand. Maybe they're the type of person that has like 5 cats or 3 dogs or, an aviary full of birds, or someone who loves critters. I know that's like a really weird channel, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, I didn't even notice, it says cycles, fate, karma. Something is ending, something new is beginning. You know what? I like that. I'm going to put that right at the top because I was already talking about how the moon cycles, the last, couple moon cycles, it feels like the ending of chapters, moving into a new one. So let me go ahead and put these down because we're done with those. So let's get some tarot about what this means. Help us understand what all this means. Whoop. Okay, that is too many. That's four. I mean, I would take two, but four is a lot all at once. I'm going to take note of that. So that's 10 of swords. Again, cycles coming to an end. The feeling, the moving on, cycles coming to an end. Me talking about the moon phases, cycles coming to an end. And here's confirmation, cycles coming to an end. Pain coming to an end. All right? All right, so we're going to keep going. There we go. Okay, first one we have is Four of Swords. This is about taking the time to actually heal. And when I say actually, like that, actually heal, I kind of get the inclination for my luminaries. And this is not a dig, but this is what I'm hearing is that in the past, when other relationships have ended, perhaps maybe you didn't take enough time to like really truly heal yourself and for you to be ready. I'm feeling, and I'm sorry about the glare. I'm feeling that perhaps when a relationship ended, there was a certain amount of mourning of the relationship and pain and sadness. But, you know, you're an earth sign and earth signs are very attractive. And so it wasn't long before someone showed interest in you. And then rather than you checking in with yourself to make sure that you were okay and ready to move forward into this relationship, I got the inclination that earth signs were probably like, oh, this is another wonderful person, I should give them a chance, and then kind of moved into another relationship. But you didn't really check to see if, am I fully ready yet? Here, though, this feels like with this happening, you've taken the time, you've healed, you've recognized the Three of Swords, the pain, the disappointment, the heartache that you've experienced in this one sword here, and recognize the truth of all of that. Taking the time to heal from that. Then we have the Ace of Cups, because now the Ace of Cups, something is coming in for you. Something is coming in for you. Whoever this person is, it's going to be attractive to my earth signs. I just heard it's another earth sign with a little water in it. Take it as a resonate. That's what I heard. So right now it feels like you all have actually taken the time. Like, I think you recognized that, okay, in the past, maybe I, was a little bit too eager to move into another relationship. Even if the person seemed really wonderful, you have to make sure whether or not you are okay, right? But this time you've really, really taken the time, you've healed, you've reflected, you know your truth. And now there's this Ace of Cups that I want to say you're ready for. And let me be clear, to be emotionally ready is one thing. To feel attractiveness and chemistry, that's immediate. That's easy. You can feel attraction and chemistry right off the bat. But to be emotionally ready is different. But because you took the time, I feel like even if you're a little bit nervous, even if, you've just come off of the relationship, something that's been there for like a year or two, or maybe even beyond that, I think you've taken the time that you needed to really understand that you're ready. It might not be a smooth transition, but, life comes with its peaks and valleys. And I do think with this Ace of Cups, you're more ready than you think. Oh, I didn't even, I was, what do you call it? I was shuffling. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So not only is this opportunity presenting itself, not only do my earth signs do I feel like you're starting to feel inwardly like, I think I'm ready. I think, yes, it'll be a little nerve-wracking. Yes, I am, what's the word? I don't want to say guarded with your heart, but you want to be more discerning. That's what it feels like. But it almost feels like as soon as you kind of recognize, like, okay, I see this opportunity, I'm not balking at it, I'm not pushing it away, someone comes in. And like I said, up here, someone's coming in that really has either A, you're already in kind of connection with them, B, you are ready, or they're on the horizon, their energy is coming forward, and they have like a passion or like a commitment to what they do. So, maybe They're into the same things as you. Whatever that may be, there's a commonality. There's something that almost calms your soul. Yeah, it feels like as soon as you start thinking, I think I might be ready, bam, the universe is like, cool, there's someone waiting for you. Okay, then we have the Magician in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so the Magician in reverse is, it's about being a little bit self-serving. It's about feeling or acting in a way that is a little bit selfish. I'm wondering, it's under cycles too. I'm wondering, oh no, here it is. I got it. I hear it. So earlier I said, you're actually healing now. And again, it wasn't a dig. It was just that for my earth signs, who this may resonate with, when you experienced a heartbreak or heartache or a separation or a breakup, you took a little bit of time to mourn the loss of that relationship and to feel the pain. But because earth signs are usually pretty wildly attractive, it wasn't long before someone came forward and showed interest. And then the feeling of, they're such a nice person, I should give them a chance, before checking in with yourself to be like, am I actually ready to endeavor upon another relationship? But this time you healed, you feel like you're ready, and so the universe is bringing someone in. The cycle that you're worried about, ooh, pardon me, my throat chakra is getting all scratchy. The cycle, pardon me. The cycle that you're worried about repeating is the old cycle of, I guess in a way, hot take, in a way you saw it as selfish to just jump into another relationship because someone else found you attractive, found you funny, nice, charming, and you moved towards that because they were a nice person. But on a deeper level, it was like soothing your soul. It made you feel better because you were covering up a previous loss with a new love. And so you didn't give yourself enough time to actually feel. This is the cycle that you're worried about, is repeating that, of jumping into another relationship or getting involved in another relationship that might be a little bit too soon, and a little bit of self-serving, a little bit of band-aiding versus actually healing. Interesting. Which leads me to believe, earth signs, because you're thinking that, you're more self-aware than you actually believe, and you're more ready for love than you actually believe because you're worried about this cycle. You're very aware of the cycle. Oh, we got two. Okay. So then the next one is the Ace of Swords. Yes. You recognize the truth of, how you may have acted in the past, and you want something different. You want something that is more healthy for you, but you've taken the time to heal. You've done the work. And anyways, let's keep going. And then we got the Two of Wands. Oh my God, I love this. Earth signs, you feel like you're a little bit worried about repeating the same cycles that lead to relationships that are not, I just heard that are underbaked. Interesting. Because you didn't take enough time to heal yourself first before moving into another relationship in the past. This is old energy. But because you're worried about these cycles and you want to end these cycles, you want to move forward honestly, you're actually taking the time to wait, to kind of iron out a plan, to pace things, to have, in a weird way, like a blueprint about, okay, how is this going to work? I don't want to just rush into it. I want to make sure that there's friendship first, that there's mutual respect, that we're moving slowly, that we have common interests, that we're not moving too quickly. I want to check in with them to make sure I check in with myself. I want to have a game plan. I want to have a game plan before I move forward. Okay. Earth signs, I honestly feel like this is great energy for you. So, what actions is this 12-12 portal helping Earth signs see all of this from a higher up vantage point, like way up here? You're like, okay, all right, I'm a human being. Maybe the way I did relationships in the past wasn't actually fair to the other person or me because, even if they're a wonderful person, I didn't make sure that I was fully ready and fully healed from my last relationship before I moved forward. And in doing that, I didn't give my whole self to the other person. So it was a little unbalanced. But I've taken the time. I really have. And now I feel like I might be ready for love, because I feel like maybe a love opportunity might be coming, and it is. You don't want to repeat the same cycles. You want to move forward in truth and clarity and take your time. Have a game plan. The 1212 portal is helping bring this to light. This is what it's unearthing. So having said all that, what is the game plan that my earth signs that feel so strongly in this reading? But if you're not an earth sign, that's okay. If it resonates, it does. What actions are going to be taken? So then we have the Chariot. So the Chariot is about fast movement. I think I almost want to giggle a little bit, because we have the earth signs here being like, I just want to pace it. I just want to make sure that I'm ready. I feel like I am. It may not be like perfect or smooth sailing. It's like, riding a bike after not riding a bike for a couple of years. You might be a little rusty, but you're going to do it. You'll do just fine. But then the energy is coming in really fast. The energy that the action that's being taken is coming in really fast. And why I think that's happening is because earth signs have to kind of recognize that all this passion, all this momentum, all this quick energy coming forward, so that they can look at that and be like, I am excited about this energy. I just want to take my time. This is the 1212 portal. I don't want to say testing, but I kind of want to say testing whether or not the earth signs can hold back the urge to just run towards love and beauty and connection, and first make sure that they're actually ready. The healing here tells me that you are, but you can be ready and still take it slow. This fast moving energy coming in is almost like a test. And I believe that the things that are meant for us will never miss us. It will never miss us. If we're not ready for it, it'll come back around when it's ready. Whatever we're supposed to experience in this life will never miss us. So if this energy comes forward really fast, that is earth sign to think, okay, I'm excited about this. I love how this feels. This is where I want to go. I can see the finish line, but that doesn't mean I need to run. Let's pace this. That's kind of what it feels like. What actions will be taken? Ooh, so I've got... Okay, so we have the Judgment and the 10 of Cups. So after healing, underneath we have the Chariot. So after earth signs, or my luminaries, after you go through your healing, the opportunity for love is going to come in quickly. Once you realize that you've done the healing that you need to, you feel like you're ready, you start getting those inklings of maybe I should try again, and it's been some time, then the opportunities are going to start coming forward. But it's up to you, my beautiful luminaries, to decide whether or not you're really ready at that point, and to pace yourself. You can be excited by something and really want something, while at the same time making sure you're going at a steady pace that respects your feelings as well as those of your current or future partner. The Ace of Cups is defined by the Judgment card. This is a calling. This is like someone comes into your life. Someone comes into your life and you're like, why do I feel so called to this person? Again, it feels like a test. It feels like, and I don't mean to make like a joke, because I want to say, doesn't mean that you want to rush forward like a bull, like Taurian energy. But it is a little bit of a test again, because it's like you feel this is meant for you. There's something about this person. There's a quiet calm, a charm, an understanding, a gentleness in their eyes that makes you feel like, wow, I'm really supposed to get to know this person. And you want to move fast. But again, you can want something while at the same time pacing yourself to make sure that you're respecting your own feelings and your own readiness, as well as the feelings and readiness of the other person. When they come forward, offering this Ace of Cups, you can recognize, based on their energy, based on the things that they are committed to and the passions that they share, and maybe you guys share a similar past. Maybe you both have gone through, I hate to say it, but maybe you both have gone through some shit, and it's taken you some time to kind of unentwine or unentangle yourself from previous love or previous love energy. And maybe your commonality is that you like, I don't know, black cats or parrots or something. They're also an animal lover. Something about how they approach you, the energy that they bring, the way in which they approach you lets you know that this could be the beginning of something beautiful. 10 of Cups. Like, this person has the potential and the possibility, if you guys were to get together and you take the time and you're mindful of your both energy, this really could be something fantastic. Current actions. Whoop, that what? Okay. So then we have the Four of Wands underneath the Magician. Now, what I like about this is because the Magician in reverse is under cycles, this is something that you are worried about recreating. You're worried about falling into your own cycles. But if you, like I said here, if you recognize that something is coming forward really fast and you can be excited about it while at the same time pacing yourself because you feel like there is a connection, you feel like this is someone who could actually bring like love and joy into your life. That is, so I don't really know why my camera turned off, but this energy really could be something wonderful. And then the Four of Wands underneath the Magician in reverse tells me that while earth signs or the collective who are watching this that may have like, or maybe encapsulating earth energy, just want like groundedness, just wants home and hearth and beauty and love and all that kind of warm energy, that this is your chance to really kind of upgrade how you approach relationships, because the Four of Wands is about the next logical step, upgrading relationships. And that even means with yourself and how you approach relationships altogether. So we go from being worried about a cycle to upgrading yourself, up leveling how you look at relationships to a more healthy way, a more measured pace that promotes longevity and genuine connection. Oh my goodness, you can't. We have the Lovers card now. We have the Lovers card under the Ace of Swords. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. The Lovers card is saying, you think that you're ready for love, you feel like you're ready, you think you're almost there, and so the love starts coming in. And this truth, this Ace of Swords saying you want to move forward with truth, you want to go at a measured pace. This is like, that's how you build like what's the word I want to say? Genuine, long-term, long-lasting, committed, established love. This reading is not for someone who is looking for just like a holiday love. This is someone who is looking to establish a life, a home, long-term commitment. And it reflects that this person, this earth sign or my beautiful luminary that has finally taken the time for themselves to just maybe hold off on the dating after moving on from a past love, to heal, to really, really heal, and not to let yourself fall into a new relationship when you haven't checked in with yourself just yet, and to make sure that you are ready yourself. Oh gosh. Hold on. And then we have the Sun card. If you, my beautiful, beautiful luminary, if you can take the time to really check in with yourself and be like, okay, I know what I want. I know how I want to live my life. I know what's important to me. And I know when I'm presented with beautiful love, a beautiful soul, a beautiful person, and I can see that there's a compatibility. I know my initial response may be to just want to like wrap myself in that love. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure you're taking your time. You want something built on solid, stable ground. You don't want to rush and miss all the beautiful little milestones of a lovely and wonderful committed relationship. Take your time, enjoy the journey of falling in love. So let's get a card from the universe to wrap up our 12/12 journey. Okay. What message from the universe do we have for my beautiful luminaries with a very, very strong earth placement? Oh, there we go. That is, well, that's 3. Okay. I'll put that over there. Okay, so the first one, it says, weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So this kind of feels like whatever stress or worry or expectation that you're carrying around from past relationships, what you should do, how you should act, what is acceptable, it seems to have actually been slowing down your process. Like if you felt like, oh, I have to be this way, rather than just being your genuine self so that you can make connections with someone who loves you for your genuine self, I could see how that would be muddying the path to an authentic love. The second one is we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, be birth as a portal, which is interesting that we got a portal card on portal day. You might have a close relationship with your mother or someone like a mother-like figure. This feels like someone who, yes, this feels like someone who is close with their mother or with a mother-like figure. This could be like an auntie or an elder or someone who's, a few years your senior and has given you some life lessons. And then the portal is birth as a portal. So this is like, it feels like reinventing yourself or rebirthing yourself into a new era, a new you. Someone is supporting your journey too, as well. Like they see how you're moving and growing, and they want to nurture how you've been nurturing yourself. Like they commend you for taking the time to heal. They say this, like I can hear someone being like, yeah, that's right. Take the time to heal. Make sure that you're okay. You're doing the right thing for you. Even if sometimes you feel a little lonely, you're doing the right thing for you. That's specifically for someone who maybe hasn't yet met their person, but that energy is on the horizon. 2026 feels like a bombastic year for new connections and new chapters, not just beginning, but starting off with a bang, with fire, with passion, with momentum, like breakneck speed. And for those who, have met a person that they feel like there is a spark, this energy here, this mother-like energy is like, take your time. You're doing the right thing by healing and making sure you pace yourself. As I said, you can be excited about a new person, while at the same time making sure you pace yourself and make sure that you're emotionally ready and that you're comfortable. And the same thing for the other person so that you can enjoy the journey of falling in love. The last one is plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and grounded action. Grounded action, earth sign. This is why I say it's important for you to take stock of where you are. Like you want to build something real, something that lasts, putting in good foundation, groundedness. My luminaries, I hope this resonated with you. Whoever this is meant for, I hope it finds you. I hope it confirms what you're feeling. I hope it validates how you're feeling. And I wish you all the best in your journey of love from now and into 2026. Thank you for stopping by. This is Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I will see you at the next reading.